collection video. Tonight we have a fair amount of my collection, so let's get straight into it. So please get yourselves nice and comfy, and let's take a look through these cards. So first off, we have the Grid 2.0 deck in red. I like this one a lot, especially the face cards and the little cyber type look to it, so let's give ourselves a better gander at the cards inside. And by the way, if you want any of these decks, chances are you'll find them at the place I'll link in the description for you. Good variety, where I get most of my decks. Look at those face cards. So check that out if you want to get some cards. I'm probably going to get some more in a month or two. Don't take all of them though. Need to make sure to get some new ones. Anyway, you've been asking for this one for a bit, so another part to this definitive deck collection. So you get the idea. Nice little variation on a standard deck. And I'm pretty sure these cards are glow in the dark under a black light, something to that effect. Very good. I always prefer these cyber decks out of any of them. And by the way, which of these decks tonight would you like most? Let's just put this one over there. Alright, next is the Astronaut deck. I got this one, and it was a bit of an expensive one, but you know what? I wanted to take it. Wait, not this one. Or was it? I'm confused. No, it wasn't this one. One of these decks is just ridiculously nice on the sides. Oh yeah, I think I said it, but which deck would you like of these? Just want to make sure I don't forget something. Yeah, so I didn't prefer this deck too much, honestly. I like this part a bit, the number cards, but I don't like when they really get into this type of animation for face cards. I guess I'm more traditional that way. Like, look at that guy. Looks so smug. That one's alright. Just keep the helmets on, in my opinion. But you get the point. It's actually, besides the face cards, really well designed. And the texture is one of the better ones, surprisingly. Very good control. See, that's just fine by me. And very smooth. So, that is the Astronaut deck. Don't worry, we'll get into more soon. Just want to give all of them their moment to shine. Oh, I forgot some. Whoops. Just chuck the jokers back in there. And voila. Let's do this one. It's another cyber type deck. This one is, I can't quite read that. Let's see if it says anything on the side. Oh, the Poco playing card company. Yeah, I don't think I remember reading the title on this one, but it looks pretty cool. And who doesn't love a dark deck? So, interesting jokers. But this is neat. That's the issue. You can't really tell which card is which for suits besides looking at them. But besides that, very nice theme. So I guess this deck would be best for maybe Go Fish. I don't know. Pretty dark deck for a Go Fish though, if you ask me. ace though, I'll give it that. So, the Poco deck, I would assume to pronounce it. 3 decks down, 19 to go. Alright, the Hypnosis deck. I like this one a lot, or I like these types of decks a lot. So, Jokers, pretty standard, just some color variation. Back design, just look at that. And front card design, nice little off tinge. And face cards traditional, but different enough to be unique. I like this one a lot. I even think I did a special with this one and its other 2 partners. That's how much I liked it. So Hypnosis deck, I think in, what do you call this? Green, teal, blue. I never really bothered learning the different types of colors. I just think that's red, that's blue, that's green, that's greenish blue. Alright, next little bunch. And as you can see, we already have a repeat, so we'll go through this one pretty quickly as you get the idea. Alright, here we go. Difference is the blue backing. Blue Jokers and the blue color. Honestly, I think I prefer the red one over the blue one. What do you say? The blue one's nice. I think I found the blue one first. But the red one, it's hard to beat red. Just the vibrancy. This deck is the one I was referring to. Check this out of 250. Now, my favorite part is this. It's kind of like an old school baseball Pokemon type card deal. It has a very nice texture. So I like this one a bit. This is a little weird, but I got past it just for everything else cool and vibrant about it. I guess another little critique is that it makes it look blurry a bit right there. This is one of those decks that's just better in person. That's okay. I like that. And then we'll give a look at the back design. I think this is, Battlestar deck. Only if it were the same each way, but still pretty cool. Just can't beat that. I'm pretty sure that's referred as a gilded deck. So if you're wondering why it takes so long to do one of these videos, Cybershock, it's because it takes time to get enough cards to actually make a video about. Oh, that's neat. Little design in the box. As well as differentiate between the cards that I already used in a previous video. So this one looks like a mixture between the most previous decks right here. It's alright. I'd prefer more of a traditional face card look. Never really got into that type, but that's alright. And final face cards. And aces. I wish they didn't have the white edging as well, but you know what? It's still a decent deck. So Cybershock. Anyway, what I was alluding to is that I have a pretty much a theme for all of these decks. So these will be mainly cyber decks with some colorful ones in this video. Oh, my bad. Cybernetic. This is one of my favorite ones. And especially since it's pretty cheap too. I think this one in comparison is like $30+. 15, 13, 13, 10, 12, 12. This one was under 10. So that's the back design. Joker's pretty sweet and just a nice vibrancy throughout all of the cards. The pink and the blues just complement each other very well, in my opinion. I just really enjoy all of these decks that look like this, and the variation on the back is enough to make me get another one, as you could tell. So that was the Cybernetic deck. Alright, let's get on to some more repeats. Let's go with the Hypnosis in blue and red. I like that Joker a lot. And the coloring on this one, it's tough to beat that. The way they're incorporating the colors and nice vibrancy. Very good pattern. It's not vibrant to the point where it's obnoxious. Just a very well-made deck. And again, this look, just tough to beat. So that's the Hypnosis in blue and red. Now this one, I believe I've only used twice. Once in its initial debut, the Sumi deck. Kitsune. Very busy, but the design speaks for itself. You have to admit that's pretty cool. Again, much better in person. Look at the Jokers. Just a nice Japanese art style there. And the face cards, much of the same. The only issue with this one was the font was a little small. But beyond that, it's very enjoyable. Just one of the decks better in person by a lot. And it's funny, more often than not, the decks do look better in person. But very few look better on camera. And the ones that look better on camera look really, really bad in person. Interesting how that works. Alright, let's see. Let's put this one over here actually. The Yaka deck. I just enjoy the colors. I'm pretty sure you could tell I like purple. Nice soft design, vibrancy again, towards not obnoxious. Lots of little details to enjoy. The Jokers. Again, traditional-ish Japanese art style, or a type of Japanese art style, I should say. I enjoy this one a lot. I'd say my critique of it would be a little more vibrant on the red to make it stand out more from the purple. But still, very well made, very nice feel, and very good for its price. Alright, next deck. This one, you see, sometimes you don't have to try that hard on these these Hypnosis decks are a good example of the design on the back. Just, come on now. Jokers, again, really cool. These cards, much of the same. Pretty simple on the numbers, but not trying too hard, but still delivers very well to a good result. Alright, put this back in its box and let's move on. So for those of you who don't know, at some point soon, when I can save up enough, I would like to make my own deck. And I think that'd be pretty cool. So having all of these decks is actually helping me design one. And I'm just excited about it. So, some point in the future, Cyberpunk Hardwired, I will be doing that if everything goes well, hopefully. What do you think about that? I have a lot of ideas in mind, so I'm just trying to narrow them down. Again, very similar to the Cybernetic. Very pleasing. Slight variation in the middle. As you can see, there's a design. And the pink ones have the pinker design. I like it. Very subtle, very sweet, very simple, but also relatively complex. And that is the back design for you, with the same jokers. And this is the cyber deck that started it all. The Cyber City deck. And I believe I got this one for $5. And look at this deck for $5. Just a nice back design. The same thing as the others. And so good we won with it. With a city design in the back. And the final aces. So far, I'd have to say my favorite deck is a toss-up between the Cybernetic and that Hypnosis one. Where are you standing so far? Alright, the Kuromi deck. A cute little, expensive little thing. This one was $25. I know, ridiculous. But I hope some of you out there enjoy Hello Kitty and Friends. So I thought this would be worth it if some of you were to find, be like, oh, that's neat. And actually, they're very well designed. I'm pretty sure this was made in Japan, quite obviously. This was part of a bunch of cards I had shipped in from Japan. And the difference between Japan Bicycle and regular bicycle is that they have a very similar feel altogether. But the cards feel lighter, thinner, but the same durability as the American cards. It's like they're more cloud-like, I guess is a better way to put it. Which doesn't make much sense, but you just have to feel it to know it, I guess. Alright, next cards. Alright, Fireworks, Explostar, and the Bros Mines deck, or Bros Mines. Don't know what I was going for there. So this one doesn't look too promising at first, but once you open it, it's actually quite nice. So it kind of borders on the sense where it's a bit loud, back design. I know you want to see the back design. That one's pretty good. I like it when they're darker. Here we go. Yeah. I will give it credit though. It is the same each direction. So it doesn't create too much of an eyesore. Not bad though. Festive enough. Explostar. I was gonna say Explostar for whatever reason. I like these jokers. They remind me more of the circus, a Chester type joker. I believe those are the same thing. Again, a little bit busy, but it's still nice. I think the back design, it is busy, too, kind of compensates for the busyness in the front, since it's not as busy. Not one of my favorites, but still, I enjoy it. Pretty good for what it is and its price. A typical deck of cards, like a design deck of cards, is about $10 to $15. A cheap, well not cheap, but a standard deck is about $5 now. Oh yeah, 4 gangs, alright. It's probably referring to the cards and their designs. I really enjoy the background, I'll give it that. It has its own unique art style, which is kinda cool. Not completely my thing, but it is consistent, so credit where credit is due. I thought that was something else right there. Had to do a double take. So you get the idea. This one I think was about $8, so surprisingly cheap. This one reminded me of Keith Haring right there. Kind of why I like this one. What the heck? Again, another double take. But where this one really stands out is the brick wall. Just another brick in the wall. Alright, we're down to our final 4 decks for this collection part. And we go back to Japan. The Japan shipment. We'll start with Hello Kitty. This one I really enjoy. Growing up with an older sister who was born in the 80s. She really loved Hello Kitty. So I kind of got this with her in mind. And people who are similar, who enjoy this because I know it's very popular. And it's pretty cute, you have to admit. And don't be ashamed to say something is cute. Things can be cool, cute, doesn't matter. And yeah, I with Japan cards specifically, they really play with the actual number cards and put more designs in it, on top of being fluffy like a cloud with handling. So that's the Hello Kitty, and the back design is just, again, simple, vibrant, but not aggressive. Colors complement very well. Okay, let's go the yellow, since it was the most recent one. So these will go kind of quick since they're all the same. Favorite part is the actual back. Again, simple and sweet. Jokers, my goodness, this is an example of a deck that's better on camera than in person. But but it's not bad. It's actually quite nice. But you get the idea. Very bright. That's my favorite part, though. It's my least favorite of the Japan decks, but still, I would prefer this over that. No questions. Okay, down to our final two decks. Let's go. Green. It's pretty much just like that. A nice feel, nice change on the standard cards. And yeah. So as we wrap up this collection video, let me know what you think, which decks you would like. If I've inspired you to pick up some decks of your own. And if you do, what decks are you going to get? Let me know. Love hearing about your collections. As well as, what are your thoughts on the mysterious ape deck project developing? And finally, the pink bicycle deck. As we wrap things up, I think the green, blue, and pink are just very strong on their own. Not trying too hard, but delivering with just a very pleasant color scheme. Oops. I think the kings are the best way to really show their print design. And there it is. It might be a little bit till our next collection, but let me know what you thought. I had fun. I hope you enjoyed. What am I gonna say? Oh, I think I'm done actually. So I hope you have yourself a relaxing remainder of your night. Many sweet dreams. And until we meet again, please stay safe and eat your fruits and vegetables.